score 40-36. While Judge Barbara Perez has it 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision, the crown jewel.
You know it's AB, always balling, always boarding, a lot of bills. You know what's going on, man. You know, shout out to Crown Jewels Boxing, man. You know, my people. You know, they get it in over there, straight up.
Lamar Peterson giving a shout out to CrownJewelBoxing.com.
What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing, back with a gem. I posted the video yesterday of the sparring session between J'hon Ingram and Rolly Romero, which Rolly's coach has confirmed happened just a few days ago. Where it's circulating the internet or circulating YouTube, where J'hon was able to drop Rolly with a left hook, a check left hook, similar to the shot coming from the opposite direction, those southpaw shot that Tank dropped him with. And I've said on several videos, my stance is I don't really care what happens in sparring. I've seen world champions get their ass kicked in sparring. I've seen them fight those same sparring partners and it not even be close. So sparring and fighting is two different things. He landed a big shot. He dropped Rolly. Rolly was definitely hurt, but he was able to, you know, make it to his feet in a reasonable amount of time. But I also seen Errol Spence responded to the knockdown. And I couldn't agree with Errol more. Errol was obviously troubled by J'hon's trainer or cornerman's response to the knockdown when he jumped into the ring and was jumping around and shouting and celebrating the knockdown. I'm seriously worried about the state of boxing, and part of the reason I'm worried is actions like that of that trainer and some other trainers. Many of you out there probably don't know my history, but I, for about 4 or 5 years, was an inspector for the New Jersey State Athletic Commission, and I worked several corners and got to see fighters interact intimately with their trainers in between rounds, prior to and after fights. And one thing I learned seemed to be a pretty consistent theme. I always complained that a lot of today's trainers, I use that word lightly, don't conduct themselves as trainers. When I was coming up, the trainer was the adult in the room a lot of the times. Rarely did you see a trainer get excited over a knockdown in the gym. You really never see them celebrating. You damn sure never see them jump in the ring, jumping up and down, putting on a show because someone got knocked down. Like I said, I don't understand whether these guys are trainers or hype men. They're supposed to be there to keep situations from escalating, to maintain order and maintain the safety of the fighters. You don't even know if that fighter in Rolly is okay after that knockdown before he jumps in the ring and jumping around. Like, boxing is not basketball. You don't play boxing. Somebody get knocked down, quite possibly they're at least concussed. It's not really cause for celebration in a training atmosphere. Now, if you're fighting, you know, we all understand the rules of the game. Me being a former fighter myself, I get it. You know, we're all looking to knock the other guy out, and if you do, it's cause for celebration because that's actual competition. Now, sparring is supposed to be training. It's supposed to be preparation for competition. Now, like I said, I don't really agree with any of the sparring stuff. I don't put too much credence in it. But if there's going to be any trash talk, anybody that releases videos or anybody that performs, it should be the combatants, the two fighters involved. Anything outside of that is horrible. And like I said, one of the things that worries me about the state of boxing, again, is these trainers. I used to say all the time, I listened to the instructions in between rounds when I was working as an inspector, and I say, he's not a trainer. He's a cheerleader or a hype man at best. All they're doing is cheering their fighters on or trying to hype them up or motivate them or, you know, say slick words to them, but there's usually not much instruction being given. So I'm not going to be on long, but I agree with Earl. I want to see trainers show some class, and let's get back to actually teaching and training fighters and conducting ourselves with class. As a boxing trainer, a chief second, you obtain that license from the different athletic commissions, they expect you, the paramount of what you do is to maintain the safety of the fighters. You're not there to escalate, to be a clown, to jump up and down and put on a show because somebody's been knocked down. Again, I'm looking for the trainer to be the adult in the room. So that's pretty much all I got for y'all tonight. Boxing trainers, step your game up. Learn the sport. Do some research. Realize what your role is. You're there to teach, observe, and keep the fighters safe. You're celebrating like you scored a knockdown. You're not the show. This is the problem I have with a lot of trainers too when they do the interviews. I think these trainers getting caught up in thinking they're the show. The sport is not about you. You're supporting cast. You're the supporting cast. Again, and you're supposed to be the adult in the room. If you were really competent, the first thing you would have done, the very first thing you would have done, even if you're in the opposite corner, the gym I came up in would have been to make sure the fighter that had got knocked down was okay. I didn't see any of that. I saw a circus, and it's disappointing. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, and your ass off the floor. Peace.